From the latest news to your favorite tunes, we've got your back morning, night, and afternoon. Join our family, connect with your crew. Kings FM 88.5, just for you.
But when I too stressful on it. What do you want to discuss with them?
I was not telling them anything about love you. I was telling them about Cdc due payment.
That's not true. I know that Cdc due payment over.
No, enough feeling you. Now let me explain the whole due payment to you. That program they had on April 12th is just to tell all citizens, reaction, and sympathizers that we will start paying due for now to 2030 and all the way.
So I want to ask you, the way some all not there. How much you want to go?
The thing is, just go straight to Cdc Party headquarters and you request for your book. The people will give it to you. Anytime you go there, the people will be there. Don't worry yourself. In fact, the people get a mobile money no more. If you file or you know you can't make it, just send it straight on your mobile money number. And as soon as you send it on the mobile money number, the people will send your receipt straight on your website, or you go pick up your receipt and your due book right to your district office. I mean, the district that you live in. You can also pay to the bank. You can go to UBA or GT Bank. When you finish paying that money, they will give you one pink paper. Then you will carry it to the party headquarters or your district office. Then the people will verify it. They will give you your original receipt and your due book. And don't forget that only $1 US or $200 limited you will pay every month. If you won't pay more than that, no problem. Because this party called CDC have to survive. And the mobile money number is 0886 09 7451.
Amanda, Amanda, my puye, Iliberia, my
Straight.
Aha, yamu bro, for the driver to take over.
Like
Yamu robi, papa kami again. Yamu papa Georgie kami again. Yamu mama chowe kami again. Yamu si tisha kami again. Ale wo contract ya kami so. Yende tore. Bere mu mo. Yende tore. Yo bere mu ya mo. Yende tore. Sabale ki owe. Yende tore. We make it away. Yende tore. We kami again. Who wanna see this? Kami again. Who wanna rush your we are kami again. Who wanna run mama to we kami again. Open the road city, check kami again. Ale o contract ya kami so. Yende tore. Better mu wanna roll. Yende tore.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to another edition of the CDC Hour. Today is the weekend edition of the CDC Hour for the week. Today is Friday, October 24, 2025. Today, we are here discussing the government corruption, the government's high level of corruption. As you may be aware, international organizations, international partners are complaining on the level of corruption of the government, and so we are digging deep into the intense level of corruption in the government, and also we'll be discussing the former president of the country visit to the Nipo Street Mosque today, flanked by a high array of former government officials and party executives. This was much more will be discussed in the next 57 minutes, right after a bit of our team song.
We'll celebrate, and where most go corridor. Go days, I wanna go there. We'll celebrate. We'll celebrate. I've been a good day. We'll celebrate. We'll celebrate. We'll celebrate. It's a holiday, young moon. We'll celebrate. You be brothers in the your way. We'll celebrate.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and welcome back to the CDC Hour. You are listening to it by the land of the radio. I've been flanked by my co-presenter, Madam Josephine Pello Johnson, the ever energetic, prolific female on the show. She's very articulate. Josephine, good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, Shaka, and good evening to the Liberian people. Again, we are back. This is the weekend edition.
If you want to see your face.
Yeah, again, I'd like to say good evening to the Liberian people. We are back. This is the weekend edition of the show. So we are here, like my host said, today we'll be discussing corruption. So back to you, Mr. Sheriff.
Josephine, let's start like this. From the outset of the government, let's take it bit by bit,
Okay.
right? Because this is an institutionalized thing. The menace, the corruption has been institutionalized in the government already, wrecked after 22 months of misrule by the Unity Party government. First, it started when the president of the country, President Pm-Oct, set up an asset recovery team led by, quite interestingly, a figure that was at the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, fighting corruption. Who should be fighting corruption? Councillor Edward Clark Martin, placed at the helm of the asset recovery team, including our own friend and brother, who and I graduated from the University of Liberia the same day in 2019.
Okay.
Martin Colley, the commander in chief, as he's been called, of the Economic Freedom Fighters of Liberia, Emmanuel Gonkwe, former Bond County Superintendent Rennie Jackson. He was also Deputy Minister for Operations at the Ministry of Internal Affairs. Who is it again? Some other notable people. There was some female on that team. I think we got to go back, and including the current Deputy Director General at the General Services Agency, Robert Wilson.
Okay.
Robert Wilson is on that team. So the government set it up and they were tasked with a responsibility to retrieve, quote unquote, stolen government assets, whether it is money, whether it is vehicle, whether it is office materials, and what have you. But after 22 months of work, after 22 months of inactiveness, the asset recovery team, I think they themselves now need to be recovered. They are practically doing nothing. The government has spent over $2.3 million on the team, and as all of the information are going, the asset recovery team has become very inherently corrupt.
Very corrupt.
What's your reading about that? What have you been hearing?
Okay, so you see, from the beginning, the people told us that they were coming to catch the thieves. Yeah. So you say somebody stole something, you coming to catch that person. Only for us to see or for us to realize that instead of you catching the rogues, catching the thieves, you yourself sticking your hands in the cookies jar. So, and that is the reason why today there is no hint, no understanding about the whole asset recovery. We all saw from the beginning, they just put up, showmanship. They went on the street and started arresting people, cars, without nothing. They had nothing on the people, but just to catch the eyes of the Liberian people, they were doing it. Only today for us to realize that there is no asset recovery.
There has been no asset recovered. As a matter of fact, quite a couple of them have resigned.
Yeah, Martin Colley is very frustrated.
Martin Colley resigned frustratingly. Emmanuel Gonkwe resigned. We learned that Rennie Jackson, the former superintendent of Bong and former deputy minister of the Ministry of Internal Affairs, also resigned.
Yeah.
And accusing, they did not only resign, but they accused the chairman of the asset recovery team, Councillor Cloud Martin, of embezzling, of stealing
the money that was given,
of stealing the money, the operational fund that was given by the government. Because first, $550,000 was given to acquire your office space and buy some office materials and things. And what we were told is that the chairman said he rented a 3-bedroom apartment, which he paid over $300,000 for a year. So, which of the 3-bedroom apartments in this country that people pay $300,000 for? Okay. So, at the end of the day, other members of the team started to resign. They continue to resign, and the president and the executive order creating the asset recovery team expired, right?
Yeah.
And the president renewed the executive order and reappointed the same team to continue. But up to now, the catch about that, the meat of the whole situation is they have not
said, only because you wanted to score political goal. But this is a real issue. These are the facts, everything people seeing it right now for themselves. So you have not recovered anything. You only came to steal. So the little money you are interested where you stole the money. You say you are paying rent. You say you are printing banner to put big elebow banner up on the street for people to see it and know that you recovering asset. Oh, that the banner will make people to know that you can't. You came here to recover asset. How the money went for that banner issue up to today's date, all the money that were entrusted with you, you cannot account for it. And we will continue to tell the Liberian people, we will continue to tell them all the money and things that you're stealing from this country. They will hear it, they will know, and they will make their decisions.
And so but how do you really cope, Josephine? How do you really cope with the fact that the man who is in charge of the asset recovery team is a former chairperson of the LACC, the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, and by his fiduciary responsibility, he should be fighting corruption instead of being inherently inundated into corruption. So what's the contradiction there? Somebody who is a lawyer, who should be a corruption czar, to fight corruption vigorously and if not eliminate but minimize it at a level where the Liberian people will have trust and confidence in the system. But this guy now, who should be a change agent to fight corruption, is now the one indoctrinated into a high level of corruption.
That's what you get if you make the wrong decisions. A man who should be holding people accountable, a man who served at that position, today he was entrusted, he was charged with the responsibility to head this team, and you are getting the worst out of it. You are getting the worst in just, I don't know, I think it was in less than a year when people started, feeling so frustrated and resigning from the team. It was in a year. Not even the second year.
It was less than a year. It was less than a year. Because Matthew was the first to resign. Emmanuel Gonko resigned. Rennie B. Jackson resigned. And so this is where we are. The asset recovery team, nothing can be heard about them.
Nothing.
They have stolen over 1.5 million of public resources. They have not recovered anything. But again, this has given rise to intensive corruption in the government. Yeah. Almost every entity and ministry in the government has been blighted by massive corruption. You go to the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Commerce. Ami Modad resigned because he was caught in a behavior of purchasing a car that worth over $96,000.
Yeah.
Okay, right. The LRA, everywhere in the government, every part of the government, LTA, Abdullah Kamara, and the rest of the government. The government is so just inherently corrupt, and there is nothing being done about it. No prosecution. The president will just suspend. In fact, this new wave of suspension by President Buakai, even in the community, there are people who are now saying that it is a tactic, it is a trick by the president alone, because the United Party people are too many who do not have a job. Yeah. So anyone who the president hears about corruption, he just dismiss you or suspend you and bring the other man. Let the first man carry the money.
Yeah.
Whatever he steals, let him carry it, or whatever she steals, let her carry it. A new man comes, does the same thing, and then again, change him or change her. And so they want to incorporate and give money, job to all of the partisans so that they can steal and steal. Like you said, they have come just to steal. So this is the new wave of, governance style by the president of the republic.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So that's what they have come to do. So when somebody steal money, the thing is not just to tell the person, go and sit down home, take the person from the job. The thing here is you should investigate. You should persecute the person for the corruption, for what they did. Persecute them. It's not just about taking the man off his job. So when you do those things, you encourage them. You encourage your officials to steal, because they know that if they steal the money, they will just, once some money, the person will just tell you, say, "My man, you go sit down home. Say you stole the country money, go sit down home." So what becomes of that man? That man go sit down home and enjoy his money. You bring the next person on board so that the next person can do their own stealing. Is this how we run this country?
So notably, since the inception of the government, those who have been suspended or dismissed on corruption allegation are too many. For example, at the Ministry of Commerce, Modad, right? We have lately. We have Patrick Woolsey from the LRRC. We have I think you can help me with some of the names, but there are other people who've been involved in the corruption, like Abdullah Kamara from the LTA. There are some notable people who've been involved into corruption, but the president has not suspended them. He has not dismissed them, even though he has not prosecuted.
So the issue of the
inauguration fund,
nothing was done.
I think 960,000.
Yeah,
$960,000, $500,000 for the inauguration, and then 360,000 to the United Party chairman.
Yeah.
To have party for,
and he's currently serving
government. Luther Tappe, the UP chairman, the ruling party chairman, being inherently corrupt and serving as the board chair at the National Port Authority. Imagine this guy was giving money for 73 districts, right? And the man admitted that he took $5,000 from each of the districts' money. Imagine that. After some of the counties complained, after some of the districts complained, about receiving short-handed money, shorting money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, an investigation was conducted, and this guy, even after stealing the money, he was acquitted. He was acquitted by that investigation. The NASCOP, 500,000. President Baka was not even president when the late chief of staff to him, Sylvester Grisby, wrote the NASCOP and instructed them by directive of President Baka to release 500,000 for vehicle. Those vehicles, the money was given. Some vehicles were bought, and sadly, George Lobo.
Yeah.
There's a guy called George Lobo. He's an ardent supporter of the UP. He currently rides one of the vehicles. George Lobo. So all of those things have not been investigated. The legislative impasse at the House of Representatives. Since then, there has been a report of over $73 million.
So the other lawmaker came up. He said, "I received 15,000 United States dollars," and the people
that's
bribing.
Luther Collins from County.
They are bribing lawmakers to sign the resolution to remove
Funati
Kufa. He took that money and went to the Justice Ministry. Was it Justice Ministry?
He took the money to the Ministry of Justice, and then The Justice Ministry people said they were not responsible, so he should take it to the LACC.
Yeah.
The guy walked to the LACC and registered the case. Right?
And
up to today, that case is pending.
Nothing
has been done
out of it.
The former district number 4 representative,
okay,
who was at the Nokal, right?
Yeah.
Rostolin Swakoko Dennis.
Yeah.
She was accused of corruption and later relieved of her post, suspended, right? And Rostolin admitted that the president of Liberia instructed her to give $2 million to Magibi County Unity Party women.
Okay.
To give $5 million to Lufa County Unity Party women. And to give the other amount, $10 million to the other group, of the party. Imagine splashing public resources from the cow at the behest.
I'm not cutting you off. That is the same way you see the money they are putting aside for the party headquarters. I guess it's the same way they are dishing it off from government cover.
Okay, I was just coming there. The other day, I was not on the radio. So, on Tuesday, we were not on the radio.
Yeah.
I called on Israel's show, and we have almost entirely done the investigation, Josephine.
Okay.
This is the most dreadful thing you will ever hear.
Wow.
The Unity Party has instructed its political machinery to generate resources from public coffers to build their headquarters. They have actually purchased the property for $3 million.
Wow.
The same place they could not pay $180,000 for.
The same place.
Of the right there.
Yeah. Congo Town.
Adjacent the ministerial complex.
Yeah.
The same place they could not pay $180,000 for which they were thrown out. Right?
Yeah.
It is the same property they have just paid $3 million for. And they have a target. They have set a policy target of building party offices in the 15 counties, each of which will cost $200,000.
The things they could not do when they were in government for 12 years.
$200,000 times 15. That's a staggering $3 million. Right?
Things that they could not
so $3 million to build
in 12 years.
$3 million to build the county headquarters, and $3 million to buy and build a national headquarters on the same site. But this is the catch of it. The LPRC, Amos Twe, has been instructed by the president to generate $720,000 United States dollars from petroleum gallons, from gasoline to contribute to the headquarters. $720,000.
So every gallon they have.
Every gallon of gas. We are told that every gallon of gas, every gallon of gas they are going to get 4 cents on every gallon of gas.
Wow.
So meaning about 20 million gallon of gas can cut the deal. You can raise over $1 million from 20 million gallon of gas. The Ministry of Mines and Energy, Wilmer Pay, the Minister of Mines and Energy, has been instructed to collect from mining companies to contribute $600,000 from mining companies, whether Pm-Oct, whether ArcelorMittal, M&G Gold in Bond County, and other mining clans area across the country. Wilmer Pay has been instructed to collect $600,000.
Wow.
NASCOP, the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation, has been tasked to contribute $500,000 to the project. This is not joke.
Government money.
Yes.
Government money.
Besides that, Another entity that has been tasked with the responsibility to give, to give 300,000 US dollars is NAFA. How do you call it? How do you call them? National Aquaculture, National Fishery and Aquaculture Authority. NAFA. This guy is sitting there. He has been instructed. Sarah Sigby. He has been instructed to contribute $300,000. The National Port Authority, Sekou Dukle.
So if they are getting all of this money and things, why they can't use the money on the Liberian people?
They cannot even pay civil servants. They cannot pay civil servants.
You say how?
But they are generating over $6 million because
they build
party headquarters in Montserrat, national headquarters, and county headquarters across the country. They said they're launching December 6th. Liberian people, that is your money.
That's your money, oh.
That is your money. They are going and I just forgot the Liberia. The Rabos International Airport.
Yeah.
Stephen Johnson and his guys will contribute over $200,000.
Wow.
To the project. So the guys have created an inventory and tasked government entities, cash cow government entities, because there are entities here that are cash cow, like APRC, NPA, RRA, NASCO, NAFAC. You know, those are
so they are doing it just like Susu. Everybody put their
Everybody put
their own.
Take Liberian people.
But getting to know that the people are suffering. The people are suffering. Oh,
they cannot pay civil servants. Civil servants cannot get paid. Civil servants cannot get paid.
You know those money can be used to buy additional beds for JFK.
What? Not only bed, but to buy DNA machines.
Yeah.
The 3 DNA machines. George, we are through Piso Serita, the former minister of gender, brought to this country. Those machines are finished. They are dead, dilapidated. The government cannot get them up. They cannot get new ones. People are delivering on the floor of the hospital. And women are delivering at the doors of hospital redemption. The other night, a lady went to give birth. They said there was no bed. She delivered right at the foot of the hospital. Her friend women had to come rushing to cover her with wrappers, create a shield around her. So those guys are taking state resources in the excess of $6 million to build party headquarters only because they see CDC broke grounds for a headquarters and said that, look, these guys cannot leave us behind.
And you see the difference here is that we are in opposition, we're doing it. We are contributing our little $5, $10. You see it every day. You see a woman with her widow market on her head. She's at the party headquarters paying her leg fasten. You want to copy? But you're not doing the same. You want to copy us? You're not doing the same. You are stealing government money.
But why do you think we did not even build a headquarters when we're in power? These are some of the things because we did not want to use state resources. We didn't want to use state resources to build.
See the presidential palace in Foya.
The optic is bad.
Yeah.
The optic is really, really bad, Josephine. I mean, there is no way Liberians can look at a United Party headquarters and say there is no state resources in it. There is no taxpayers' money in it. Today, the president of Liberia is building a $10 million retirement home in Foya. $4 million home in Brewerville. Have you heard about the Brewerville property?
Yes, I heard about it.
$4 million. $10 million in Foya. And government officials keep contradicting themselves on that project. The Ministry of Information had come up and say it's a Mano River Union. It's an MRU project. MRU, after some media institutions, civil society organizations reached out to them, they declined to ascertain as to whether it's for the MRU or not. They said we should ask our government. Mm-hmm. So in essence, they are saying that it is not for MRU.
Yeah.
We should ask our government.
Yeah.
The presidential press secretary, my sister, Kula, came up and said, she's not aware of any presidential palace in Foya belonging to the president. In fact, they do not know who owns it, and so they will investigate. The minister designate, the minister of state designate, Sam Steve Kuya, right? When for confirmation hearing,
you mean the guy who said they should confirm him first?
they should confirm him first, then they will do investigation. Yeah, confirming. When I'm confirmed, I will do investigation to know the ownership of the. But as I speak to you, as we are talking here in the studio now, there are EPS officers of more than 30.
Yeah.
More than 30 EPS officers are providing security protection for said property in Foya.
You told us that you don't have his in that presidential. I don't even know whether we should even call it presidential palace. You don't know who's building it.
I said a retirement home.
Yeah. So you don't know who's building it, but yet you send EPS to go and protect it. Does that make any sense? There's no sense in it.
So the biggest question that remains is who owns it?
I think the government will have to tell us.
Who owns it? Can you tell me who owns it?
Joseph Waka. Malabwen people, Joseph Waka spoiling your money. He using your money to build his retirement home in Foya. If Joseph Waka don't have any hand in that project in Foya, there will be no EPS officers in Foya. Ma kuma who pay you a lesson? Why they can't say EPS officer that will go protect it? Why they sending EPS officer to go protect ma kuma siwa? But they got EPS officers in Foya protecting the retirement home of Joseph Waka, and they're telling us that they don't know. They don't know who building it. But you got the executive protection services. There are people there day and night protecting that project.
But by the parity of reasoning, Jojo, if that was a presidential palace, it should have been built in Vonjima.
Yeah.
Because Vonjima is the capital. And so if there is any, Foya is just a town.
Yeah.
Foya is a town. Okay. If it was a presidential palace, it should have been built in Vonjima, because the seat of the county, the political seat of the county is Vonjima. It's not Foya. Right?
Sure.
And the part of Foya where the presidential palace is being built is where the president comes from.
Yeah.
It's where the president comes from, around the Wasonga area. So people just contradicting themselves, government officials contradicting themselves. But
that is Joseph Waka retirement home.
This Joseph Waka's retirement home, the president's retirement home. And not only that, the Browville property, $4 million. That's $14 million. And the sad part about it, the sad part about it is that the contract to build this retirement home and the one in Browville is that the president gave the contract to his nephew.
Wow.
And this guy, the 10 million property in Foya, he did not even use even 4 million. That property, it doesn't even worth 3 million.
Wow.
Doesn't worth 3 million. But in essence, they say it's $10 million. It's $10 million. So the guys are stealing on an industrious scale. You know what an industrial scale is? Alarmingly, the guys are taking everything. The reserve is depleted.
Yeah.
The national reserve is depleted. That's why government cannot pay. When George Weah was president, he instituted a policy prescription that the government will no more borrow from the central bank for its short-term liquidity needs. George Weah did that. Okay, that was when some things happened at the central bank. After the $16 billion debacle and thing, the president instituted that policy. They had to, Nathaniel Petrie, who was the bank governor, had to resign, and he had to retire because that was retirement. He resigned. And so Aloysius Talu was appointed. The central bank got on the right path. Before President Weah could leave power, as at January 22, 2024, the central bank held $222 million in reserve. $222 million in reserve. It was announced by the president, and the current government did not dispute that. President Baka said the figure was correct, $222 million in the reserve. But barely 22 months into the rescue administration, the money has gone depleted. In fact, the guys took $8 million to bail out the SRB Bank.
Yeah.
SRB Bank. $8 million was taken out of our reserve to bail out SRB Bank.
So what is the government business with SRB Bank?
Because somebody who's the owner of SRB Bank was the one who bankrolled the campaign of President Baka. So they get his money back.
Yeah. So that is the business that they got with SRB Bank. That is the business. So.
And after that, he violently removed the central bank governor, Aloysius Talu, and brought in his nephew, Henry Samoa, from LBDR. He was the president of LBDR.
Yeah.
The president's nephew, Henry Samoa, he brought from LBDR to take over from Aloysius Talu after violently removing the central bank governor. These are the conundrums the country is in.
These are the things they don't want you to know, my Liberian people. These are the things they don't want you to hear. They took money, supported their campaign. It's like they were selling the country bit by bit. They were just there. Give me money. When I win, I will give it to you back. Give me money. When I win, I will give it to you back. So they credited a lot of money. When they came to power, they decided to pay those who they credited the money from. The money that should be used to pay Civil 7, they are giving it to the people that they owe it. The money that should be used to improve our health care facilities in Liberia, they're spending that money, giving it to the people that they owe. The money that should be used to improve our educational system in Liberia, they're using that money to pay their debts. The people came to rescue themselves. These are the things they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that Joseph Parker is very corrupt, and he's using the country money to pay his party headquarters. He's using the country money to pay his retirement home in Foya. He's using the country money day by day. They cannot account for any money. From the day, look, let me tell you something. From the time the inauguration phone thing happened, I was like, the real thieves, in fact, the clean clothes Sogos, they are back in power.
Oh, you have brought my mind to something, right? In the novel, the gods are not to blame. Gods are not to blame. When Odi Wale went on his yam farm and saw his own father, who he did not know was his father, right? He saw his father digging his yam. He asked the old man, "What are you doing on my farm?" The old man said, how can you own this kind of farm? Yeah, I came to look for food. So in fact, the old man started questioning Odiwale on his own farm. So he made a parable. He said, when the farm owner is slow to catch the thief in return can call the farm owner the thief. So that's the situation we have in this country.
That's it.
Yeah. And no, that eventually led to a fight between Odiwale and his own father.
Yeah.
He overcame his father and killed him. King Aditusa. I mean, we're not in the classroom anymore. But that's it.
Yeah.
That is it. I think time is our worst enemy today.
Yeah.
Especially considering the circumstances that unfolded here. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to the program, you are listening to the CDC Hour on Kings FM 88.5. We don't have much time for the call segment, so you can begin to place in your calls on 0772239933, 0886-304497, or the low female line just for women to call on that is 0777-980375. You can begin to call now. We have just 8 minutes on the program, so we give you 30 seconds.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Yeah, my baby, how you doing?
Yeah, my daughter in studio. You're coming on holiday.
We're all right. You don't have time.
Yeah. You know, the people they came to benefit like they came to steal, they came to loot. That they looting. No, they all people are saying that they want to come move. They know now, they don't know. But we that can walk and do one more for war on the street. We know the post doing. They post stealing, they burning, they buying car, they doing all kind of things. They going in the net, they go big head, they look out, they spend our tax payment. They're not doing nothing for all. We have to go and check here, we can't go nowhere. We check no medicine, we scared to go. GFA won't go there, they will give us something because we know how we are finished and they will die. So we're scared to go.
Thank you so much, my baby. Thank you so much. Let's take another caller. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Chen?
I'm good.
Patient grateful people.
Patience, let's hear you.
Yeah, Ishaka, they call me, put the power to see. They put the power to see. Because we're telling that people, they come in and me well for that doing. They put the power to see. And then when you not see the 2029, we know what to do on it, put it to see. But our friend on the other side, listen to all. Today, everybody seeing the thing. Let the people see.
Thank you so much, Patience. We have another caller. Hello. Okay. Another caller here. Hello.
Good evening, Ishaka.
Yeah, good evening.
I'm Sheriff Gosser calling from Chicken Soup.
Yeah, Mr. Gosser, let's hear you.
Ishaka, if the father can see what he expects the children to do, you think the children will go see and they bring a complaint, the father will question the children?
No, because when the children steal, they can get a father.
Yeah, they will not question the children. The problem here is that as long as a complaint comes, the father know he can steal, he will take the responsibility. But at the end of the day, it will just be a fiasco. So they will not come waiting for, but I know these guys, they were very exercise their stealing career when we are going there 2020. If that's the time, we already know that United Party can. But for now, we are just seeing things on the surface. The real stealing outside. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do we have another caller? Okay,
yeah,
let's take. Hello?
Yeah, this is Error Council.
Error Council.
Yeah. Ishaga.
Yes.
And when the key power, they were arresting people. Let them be their office. You see, whether they put out weed, they will say, let them have it. All those things, they will pull no horse, they beat this thing at the beat. We arrest all their property. We're not for them for Latin people. Thank you.
Okay, Error Council, thank you for being so.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Mr. Sheriff.
Yes, let's hear you.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
My name is Samuel Bona. I come from Wuken, Rela.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you for the show. When it thing a yellow, you can't follow the yellow. Oh, we just waiting for 2029. Now do get to the lab for Nana. We waiting for 2029 pro. And if we saw when the man went to the benefit more pray and it's saw him of it. The end saw him of it. They put it in this that and they saw him of it. Waiting for the puppet to come in real yeah. Waiting for him. I'll say we're doing that day. We're waiting for him to come in real. Yeah, waiting for him. That one I have it Ben Street. That one I was waiting for him really.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so
for the
much.
show.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, let me take this caller. Hello? I'm fine. And you? We are here. We're listening to you.
Yeah, my better.
Ma-
For that demonstrate so money and it's putting their point. Yeah, imagine. But that is the people. If you see that people, they see that the jockey will hurt, they are not telling us everything that is in the farm. They in the farm. We get that we're not taking it that way. I just want to thank you for your show. Ishaka, thank you for doing this. That the local people, the teacher will be.
We have Josephine on the show now. Josephine is a very integral part of this show now. So
Josephine, thank you.
It's not.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hello?
Yeah. Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Pastor Magna SNDO. I'm calling from Atina Village.
Yeah, Pastor, let's hear you.
I just want to say thank you for the show. And also, our President George Manuel, I know 2029 is coming back. Because I can see the whole ground, and then with the whole ground, you see what's happening. All knows that the man will come back. He's coming back. And the whole world will know that George is coming back. He's the right president of the nation. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Pastor.
Amen.
Hello?
Hello.
Josephine?
Yes, how you doing?
Good evening to you there.
Good evening, Mama.
This is Ma Anita coming you as Joya Ma from District 15. Ishaka, where are the American citizens? Look at the kind of thing I explain. Look at the kind of money the people to bring. If Jowiata is that Jowiata, they were very party a quarter. They were not small thing were coming to happen. The people they were in America there, they start lying, coming to eat money, Nathaniel Maget, do this matter. Okay, they see to it at the possession of those people. Where are the citizens that in America? I can't hear Jefferson Koji again. I know not yet. I can't hear Safoko again. And I know they're not yet.
They are talking. They're talking. They are writing. They are talking.
They were not smarting. So we are time when I smarting. Small letting 16 billion. They want it. Nathaniel Maget better money. Said I ma. He buy it. The people using the kind of money. You take care of my children. God will guide you. God will bless you in Jesus' name.
Amen. Let's take the last caller. We don't have time. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hello. Let's hear you. You are going very scrappy, so we cannot get to you. Let's take another caller. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, Ishaka, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Donzo.
Yeah, good evening to your studio companion. Well, Ishaka, I just want to say this caveat to the new party people. All the things these guys are doing in this country, we all know that these guys, they are failures. That's the reason that they are just using the strategy that is done, even in land.
logically speaking, you see what they are doing. It might mean make one good sense. So these guys lost focus in leadership. So the one thing I gotta say to loving people, don't stay focused, and think for 2029 to rule these guys out and bring some, opposition on board. So we rule these guys. These guys are looting our country. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He was the last caller. Mohammed Donzo was the last caller. Josephine, you listen to the callers. We don't have time, so we gotta close the show for the week. For the week. So let me just give you 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I listened to all of the callers. I can only tell you that, I mean, the people, they are tired, they are fed up, they have seen it for themselves. They know that the United Party is only here to steal. And, I think a couple of weeks, the people, the other political parties that help the United Party to get to where they are today, like the ANC, the ALP, and some other parties, that every one of them, they came together, join hands with the United Party to make sure that United Party reached to this level. Just the other day, the Information Ministry called those people helping verb.
Oh yeah, helping verb.
So the only reason why they did that, it was because the people spoke. And they said these were not the things that we discussed. When we play, we said we wanted to rescue the people. We did not plan to steal. We did not plan to corrupt the minds of the people. We did not plan to run the country this way, like the way you are doing. So they got so frustrated and they spoke up. Immediately they spoke up. The Ministry of Manpower, the Ministry of Manpower came up and said, "Do not mind those people. They are helping verb. So they help you to gain state power. Today you are calling them helping verb. It's no issue, no big deal. Since you lied to them, you told them that you are going to prosecute those that steal money. You told them that you are going to rescue the Liberian people, but rather you came and you changed everything. You start to steal money. You start to do a whole lot of things that you people did not plan together. And today you classify them as helping verb. No issue, no wahala. But we hear every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We are here to tell the Liberian people those things that the United Party hiding. All the stealing, they hiding it. They don't want to tell you. We hear every day. We will flag it. We will tell the Liberian people so that you can know what is going on in your country. You can know what is going on with your country resources. What the United Party doing with it. Broad daylight the stealing.
Broad daylight the stealing, the corruption, the killing, the brutality by the police. On that note, we have come to the end of this weekend's edition of the CDC Hour. We have been here, your presenters, Ishiaka Sharif and Josephine Johnson. Join us on Monday when we shall be here. Jojo. We shall be here with a very fresh edition of Monday, inshallah, by the grace of the Almighty Allah. The next time you see us, it will be on Monday at 6:50 in the evening. Until then, say bye-bye.